It's great to have a place in the middle of the night. You can look on your phone, click, got a place to park. Ain't got to worry about somebody tearing your truck up. Ain't got to worry about somebody telling you to move because you parked on the shoulder. Think it should have been around a long time ago, but it ain't. Now it is.
I've been using Truck Parking Club not too long, but I've been using it over time. It's very convenient, especially us as drivers that drive late at night. Sometimes the truck stops be packed and full and there's nowhere to park.
Thanks to the Truck Parking Club, I was able to find me a truck parking within about 7 miles away from where I dropped off at, and I didn't go over my time, and I had somewhere safe to park.
If it's like 3 or 4 o'clock and I'm not finding parking, basically I've just gone to the Truck Parking Club, because you know what? It is so much easier. There's usually more room, it's less noisy.
The service has been amazing. Quick, easy parking, convenient locations. And when it's a hassle to get through some of these busy areas, they always come through.
It's been a big help, with securing parking when I'm coming home or coming through a city. It helped me with the lack of parking, which, with that, it kills your driving time. It, just you're wasting time trying to find parking everywhere it's full.
I'm going to continue using this app because it's so convenient, so easy. It's so many locations. I love it. I love it, guys. Continue doing what you're doing. Improve the app if you can. But actually, it's actually really great. I love it. I've been using it for about 5-6 months now, and I'm going to continue using it. You guys have a great day. Find your parking spot.
Now I have a spot I can drop a trailer, I can park my truck, I can bobtail the rest of the way to her house, or I would have been screwed. I don't know what I would have done without this Truck Parking Club.
Have some safe parking to where I feel like my truck is not to be bothered, and I won't get ticketed, because that's the biggest thing for me, is getting ticketed out here with this California traffic.
It's just a great experience. It's the best thing they could ever did, because truckers do not have anywhere to park when it's Friday or the weekend or after hours.
Plenty of space, plenty of parking. It's very seamless. So I was able to drop my trailer, take care of my business, come back, and my trailer was exactly where I left it, unharmed, untouched, and I'm grateful for it. Now I'm in another state, and there are many, many locations where you can leave your truck or trailer, your choice, for an affordable price.
We actually have not had any trouble with finding parking since we actually found Truck Parking Club. So we used them last week, and we were able to book the reservation, and the process was very easy. And once we reserved the spot, we received a confirmation email, and the email showed us exactly where we would be parking, and they also provided us with a picture.
These truck stops are so full, and I remember when I started driving in the 90s, parking places were bigger, and nothing was overcrowded. Now the spaces, you can barely fit between the lines, and it's just too much. Something has to be done. Thank you, Truck Parking Club.
It's making it easier for me, less stressful. And I think it's a good thing that you all are doing, and it's helping a lot of people stay safe and be more productive. I think it's a win-win for everybody.
Never have to worry about not finding a parking spot. I'm a procrastinator on parking, so I wait till the last minute to find a parking space. Yep. And I always, you guys have yet to let me down on not being able to find a spot. I can be parked at a place where I thought I was going to get a parking space and go log into your app, and 2 minutes I got a parking space down the street, and I don't have to argue with anybody to kick them out of the parking space I've already paid for.
Helps me a lot because I can pre-order my spots and then drive extra. Instead of stopping an hour too early, I can get there with 10 minutes, get a little bit further. And they're pretty much open and quiet and nice to park in, wide open. So I haven't found one that's bad yet, and they're pretty cheap, a little cheaper than some truck stops some nights.
Got back, wasn't nothing missing.
No, they're still there.
Everything very secure, you know.
I know it's something we can use in the future.
So we typically use the truck parking club when we need to secure a load over a weekend, for example, and a driver will bring a load into their location in one of their Baltimore lots, park it for the weekend in their secure lot with cameras and security, and we'll glad hand the trailer and the driver will bobtail home from the weekend. And then when we need to get back into their lot to get the truck, we have 24-hour access. We've never had any problems with the security or access in or out. I think I had a driver one time go in there and there was a locked gate, and we called the number, we got an immediate answer, and the security guard had gone to the restroom, came right back, let us in. So
awesome.
Yeah, no issues at all. Communication's been good, and I feel like we're getting what we pay for there.
So I use the Truck Parking Club app, and I'm able to find truck parking very easily, and it's mostly secured and easy access. And you don't have to worry about nobody backing into you. It's a big parking lot and well lit up at night. And there's amenities nearby for laundry, food, quick Uber, or even walk to a gas station, And the process is smooth.
I could go ahead and reserve it from now.
Exactly.
So that's definitely a help.
And especially down in Florida, it's one of the toughest spots to get truck parking when you're down in that area.
Once again, join Truck Parking Club. If you need a parking space, they're available anywhere. It's easy to look it up on the website and on the app, and you can find where you're at and where the nearest location is at.
Pretty good locations down in like the Long Beach area and stuff, or Torrance area, which makes it a lot easier. You can avoid all that traffic and stuff. Just park there and get ready to go in the morning.
A lot put fence around it, locked it, and offered parking.
Yep.
It's about the same price as what you're going to pay at the big three, but it's secure and less chance of getting your truck banged into in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
So I'm all for it.
Think about it, man. You have so many different options on where you can park at, and the things that you could choose to park with. You know what I mean? Like security there, or non-security, whatever you want to do. Bathrooms, right? Yes, exactly. So it really lays out nice, and it's very easy to operate. What y'all got?
Using truck parking for a place to park will help you protect yourself and also protect your equipment while you're on the road.
Problem, and there are things that Truck Parking Club helps with that, but also we want you to get out and see things, like enjoy life.
That's right.
Why stare to do the windshield or on a loading dock?
Truck Parking Club, and he says one of the best parking company he has ever found. So Clyde loves it so good.
But I know a guy, he uses it all the time.
No problems. I even contacted the operator and said, hey, I'm going to be a little late going out. He said, no problem.
So I found Truck Parking Club online. It was a perfect situation for me. They've got locations all over the country. I'm able to hire people all over the country, knowing that they have parking wherever they go.
TruckParkingClub.com. It's a great solution, to get out there and find parking, because it's a problem. It's always been a problem since I've been in trucking. So
I love it. It's very safe. They have cameras, gated yards. Can't complain. It's better than parking on the exit ramp.
Came out to help me get in the gate, get me set up with the app. It's an excellent service.
Oh, it's very helpful. I'm mainly in the Midwest, but I go places I don't always. I'm not running the same route. So, yeah, I have this app on my phone. It's very helpful.
So very helpful. 2 weeks ago, Avoca, Iowa, when the weather was bad, you guys were the only place that had truck parking. So it was great.
Very convenient. Slick how the app works. I mean, it's awesome. I like it.
Yeah, it's perfect, especially for us oversized guys. So it helps out.
I use Truck Parking Club. So where we're based here in the Northeast, with oversized and all the curfews and everything, we use it quite a bit to help us navigate through the curfews or drop trailers to help us with the next load or whatever we do. So yeah, we really do appreciate Truck Parking Club.
I did. I've used it once, and it was a pretty easy process, and it was a really nice area, easy to get in and out of.
Safety, is a big thing, and just to have a place to stop, sleep, and not have to worry about somebody running you off, somebody writing you a ticket, somebody towing you, or getting hit.
Sure. Oh yeah.
For that matter.
Yep.
It's, to my opinion, that this would be a great thing.
Sure, it's the consistency for me. Knowing I'll always have a spot. Obviously, safety too is nice, but mainly it's knowing that I'll always have a truck parking spot.
We got here and we backed right into a spot.
Yeah, there we go.
It was perfect, nice and easy, fast. Anytime, you guys have a great service.
That's why you guys setting up what you do is such a good thing, because it gives a solution to the issue of truck parking.
Yeah.
You know, all these areas, especially in your big cities and stuff, where there is no parking, you guys are connecting areas that typically wouldn't have truck parking with parking, and you know, it creates a safe spot for people to park and stuff like that, and for trucks and drivers to be safe.
Yeah. Well, it's about time we got something.
It's a good product. It's a good service.
Yes, easy, quick, couple taps on the iPad, you're there. All I have to do is just go on the app, see what I can find close to me. It takes me right there, especially when you're under a permitted load. You can't go far, you can't get tied up.
Quick and easy. Usually it's a QR code, scan it, and you can pay for it right then and there. And
go to truckparking.com right now and sign up, see what they're about. These guys, they're really good. They're the real deal, man. I was running out of time. My clock was running really short. Went to the truck stop around down the road a little bit. They were all full. I was getting nervous. I whipped out my phone. I found your site and I put, and it was a really simple process. I was less than 5 minutes away. Pulled right in, used the code that was given to me, came right in, found a great spot. Been here all night.
First found you on online ad on Facebook. Started looking into you, looking at locations. Saw locations that's hard to find parking. Used them in Orlando the last time. Worked out perfect for me.
I'm one that I believe I'll pay for parking all the time if it's a safe spot.
If it makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I'm not one that'll just sit there and pay for it just because. But if it's there, if it's a safe spot, absolutely, I'll use it all the time.
I like Truck Parking Club because no matter what, you'll always find parking at a low price. In any city you go in, they're a majority of every state, and it's just easy. They have an app, which makes it a lot easier going through the app because you can save in all your trucker information and everything. And then they have promo codes that come out that help you out. And if you have enough parking at your own place, they'll even let you rent through them.
We can actually plan our routes perfectly, you know, as a carrier. It's a great thing. Our owner-operators use you guys, and they love it too because, you know, you can get maximum efficiency. Yeah. Pick up a spot right where you're going. If you don't know there's if the truck stop's not gonna have a spot, then you got it. It's really good.
That's where Truck Parking Club comes along. That's where I store my truck on the weekends. And it's, like I said, it's the cheapest route. There's locations all over the country. You check the app wherever you're going in the country and you know you can find some parking.
It's a really nice, well-kept facility, super secure. Yes. And it's really nice. I mean, like, that's my first experience and it's awesome.
I love the parking. Couldn't find a parking one day in Ohio, then just come up with this. And I had the best experience ever. I let anybody to try it out. It was a good experience.
Join these guys. They're going to make it safe for you out there.
Great experience. Great. Something that needed to be done years ago to help us. We've been doing this 40 years, and parking has just been always an issue. Yeah. There's never been enough, and nobody seemed to want to do anything to help us. You guys have done something that's really amazing.
Absolutely, Truck Parking Club location. You know you're safe there. No one's going to wake you up in the middle of the night, tell you have to move, as long as you pay your bill. Nobody's going to tell you have to move. It's a safe location. Good night's sleep. Or with Truck Parking Club now, there's so many locations.
It worked out for me in California. Yeah. Outside, not far outside of San Francisco. So
that's tough
needed
area.
a spot close to my delivery, and it worked out. And I actually found a place near my house through Truck Parking Club for monthly parking. You know,
nice.
I've used it from one side of the country to the next side of the country.
Very cool.
You know, and you guys have plenty of parking, and I've noticed lately it's been growing and growing and growing.
Yeah, we're trying to add.
Even some small mom and pop truck stops have have it in them. So it's for me, it works out great.
Truck Parking Club, man, I'm glad it came along because it's like I said, it's a lifesaver, man.
It's always best, you know, when you're trucking and things out there on the road, whether it be checking weather, whatever, we're always looking for tools in our arsenal to be able to use and keep safe, and this is definitely one of those tools that you should utilize.
Yeah, so I know if I'm not gonna have a place to park, then I got your card and my sun visor in my truck, and I'll be calling.
Well, it's better than having them sitting on the interstate.
Yeah, sure. But no, we thank you for Truck Parking Club, and a lot of guys complain about paying for parking. You know what? It's the future. It's here. So you're either gonna accept it and deal with it, and at least know you're gonna get a good parking spot.
With y'all's program, we're able to get these drivers into a safe spot, so we feel safe about the freight and the drivers feel safe.
I use Truck Parking Club for parking, like when I get back to Iowa for my home base. But the biggest thing that I love is being able to find a secure lot where I know that my trailer and my cargo is safe. Truck Parking Club has actually helped out a lot with that.
But I like what you guys are doing on parking. That's really
I think you're doing a great job, because truck parking is terrible. I experienced it. I experienced it last night.
Yeah.
I had to go probably another hour before I found parking.
Very secure, very transparent, and then you guys, customer service top notch.
It's awesome. Awesome. Perfect thing to have.
Absolutely, that'd be great.
It's been great. As a matter of fact, right now I'm bottailing, but I'm picking up a trailer on Monday, and I already have the new location where I'm going to go park.
Gotcha.
So I'm gonna go make that reservation.
There's not a lot of places to park out here, so I found a spot just down the road from where I need to be. I'm gonna go drop my trailer there tomorrow morning. I reserved it for a whole week just to be sure, but I'll be out of there on Tuesday. And it's a really convenient spot, and I'm really excited about it. So we'll see how it goes, but it looks like it's going to be wide open parking.
This is my first time using Truck Parking Club. Been very pleased with it. Very highly recommend it.
Keep doing the hard work you all are doing, man. It's very much appreciated and needed.
Very clean, very courteous to us drivers, which we don't get that too often.
Definitely recommend it. Definitely recommend anybody going there.
From customer service to everything down the line, everything has been exceptional.
Good parking. I truly appreciate it, and I know I'll probably forever will be using Truck Parking Club, because I go to a lot of places where I have nowhere to park, and they make it so much easier for you. And you can't be more clutch than that. It's like Kobe in the fourth quarter.
Always in good locations. The one I use primarily is the one right there in Nampa, right by the Sugar Beet exit.
It's great customer service.
Properties that I've been at so far, I've been to multiple properties. The properties that I've been at so far are gated. They have no cameras. I definitely feel like you guys are providing secure locations as well.
One of the best in the Midwest.
I use TPC all the time.
Excellent service. Recommend to all.
The fees are reasonable. Some places you can pay by the day. Love that. Just in case you won't stay 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours.
Truck Parking Club has been very helpful in my travels. Whenever I go home and I need somewhere to park the trailer for a few days, or if I'm in a random town and somewhere to spend the night in the truck, it's not that hard to find a spot. They always have something affordable, good, safe location, secured, and a well-rounded company. I definitely recommend them.
Your guys' app is phenomenal because it shows me everywhere, in tons of places, especially for the places I drive. You guys have tons of parking options available. Definitely a 10 out of 10 system.
Very easy, very simple. You go through the first security gate, and then they will send you email with parking spots available for you to park in. You don't see nobody, you don't talk to nobody, just simple.
Love how where they have their locations, it's always close to the freeway, close to shopping, close to gas, and primarily it's close to my house.
I've definitely been able to find some parking, safe, secure, everything. For you guys, and lifesavers, to be honest.
Hey, just a shout out to Club Parking. Quite job well done, Truck Parking Club, job well done so far. No complaint whatsoever, all good. Easy to find, always available, most of the time. Once you're on time. So, good job, guys. Keep it up.
I love this place.
Their service is very good. The communication is awesome.
Man, I appreciate y'all more than you'll ever know. And I will be using you again. So thank you so very much.
So we appreciate everything you guys are doing.
It's been great to me, and I try to let everybody know about it as much as I can.
I like the service. It's close by the house. It's easily accessible. I can get in and get out with no bureaucracy or red tape. And the prices are reasonable.
Hi, I've parked my truck there many times. I would recommend have anybody park their tractor trailer there. It's safe, secure.
I've been using Truck Parking Club for a few months now. I found you guys on just the internet trying to find somewhere to park my truck close to home. Found you guys, was a little worried, but because I've never seen anything like this. And the app has been absolutely amazing.
It is always good. If something goes wrong, which it never has, they always ask if they can do anything else to make it better.
I've used the Truck Parking Club in Voca, Iowa. It was very simple to do. It was very simple to set up my account and reserve my parking space.
Keep doing your thing, man. You guys definitely have a good thing going there. I appreciate you guys.
Like everything is pretty clear, it's pretty good, clean and dry.
Great. I had no problem. Parking was good. No problems. No damage to my truck when I checked on it when I came in this morning.
I recommend the Truck Parking Club to everyone. I even share the link with my company, which they were very pleased about that. Again, I recommend Truck Parking Club to every truck driver out there.
I think the app's nice. It's pretty user friendly.
I've stayed at just recently Modesto, California, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Stratford, Missouri, and great experiences all across the board.
The lot is clean, it's paved.
As far as that, I'm happy with it. Thank you.
I would highly recommend it to whoever needs to be able to park their truck and or their trailer. For any extended period of time. It seems like to be a pretty safe neighborhood. I haven't had any thefts whenever I used it. So yes, again, I would definitely recommend it.
And I highly recommend using them. 5 stars.
I love that in the app I can message directly to the property and stuff like that if I have any questions.
I use Truck Parking Club all the time.
It's convenient and easy to use, and when it is available, I do recommend using it.
I really enjoy parking here. It's always easy, available. I can do it from my phone. I can extend it from my phone. It saves all my information, sends me reminders to update my trailer. I really enjoy it.
It gives us a safe place to park, so I like it pretty much,
Truck Parking Club, you guys are the best, especially in certain areas where there's no truck stops or stuff like that.
Truck parking was great. It was very helpful. We were able to get set up, signed online easy, added another day. I would recommend this one to anyone. Now that parking is usually paid for in most places, it's definitely an app worth having, super easy to set up and super easy to use.
Hello, I'm very happy with Truck Parking Club and will definitely use them again.
So thank you very much for all your help. You guys are awesome.
10 out of 10 would recommend.
You guys were doing a good job. Keep it up.
Well, it's a very good thing to have this parking truck everywhere. It help a lot on the drivers. They'll help you an emergency or they have everywhere. So I saw all the East Coast, Central. So I'm glad they have this parking lot. So for me, my experience, and they help me a lot and save a lot of time to me to find a parking lot. And thank you, and I appreciate it.
I'm looking forward to using you again. My next home time, or maybe the one after that, because my truck's got to go in the shop for a little bit. So. But my next time I come home, I definitely will be going online, seeing if you got any spaces. So again, thank you so very much. It's an honor and a privilege.
I used Truck Parking Club once in Arkansas. It was great feedback. They helped guide me to the place where I needed to park. They even stayed up later to make sure that I got in because I ended up getting into an accident prior to parking. I really appreciated it, and I think you should use it.
What's up, y'all? I've been using Truck Parking Club for a minute now. I give them a 5-star out of 5 stars. It's great. Safe community, good people up a lot, man. Thumbs up, Truck Parking Club.
It's very convenient, very easy to use. I also utilize customer service that were easy to get a hold of. They answer me after hours, 24-hour round-the-clock customer service. Just all around great experience. I felt very safe with my tractor and my trailer being there. I needed a code to get in. They had video surveillance. So it was just a wonder experience all around. Anybody, I'm in the Houston area, West Houston, anybody in that area, I really suggest that you check out Truck Parking Club.
So the app has been a great resource for me, for my company. It's on us to find the spot. Truck Parking Club, good choice.
I love the Truck Parking Club. It's actually cheaper than a lot of the truck stops. And everybody is so courteous and helpful. I'm a vet, and the people at the club are vets and prior truck drivers, so they understand what we're going through. So it makes it really helpful to talk to them, and if you have any problem, whatever, they help you solve it.
I don't really have any qualms or problems with the whole setup you guys have going. I think it's a good system.
Your rates are great, and I enjoy staying here when I can.
The process was very, very easy, and it was very professional. I give you guys a 5-star rating.
You're watching this. Truck parking is the GOAT. It's easy, it's convenient, it's everything. All you gotta do is go to the app, book your spot, and it's no problem. Anytime ain't no parking nowhere, it's just always gonna be parking for truck parking.
Always a good place to park, safe, secure, clean.
It was really easy to book the parking. The description and information they gave was accurate.
Good thing for truckers, cheaper.
It allows me to be able to take my time and spend time with my family.
Gotta give a big thanks to Truck Parking Club. I had nowhere to park in Atlanta, and they made it work for me, man. They found a great place for me to park my trailer and my truck, a safe place of my liking. They did everything they could to make it a great stay for me. Super helpful, calm. What more can you really ask for, man?
10 out of 10 service. I'll keep using you guys, and I definitely recommend you guys to other drivers out here on the road.
Man, I'll tell you what, dude, Truck Parking Club's definitely where it's at. When you ain't got, absolutely no reason to worry about anything, you got gated lots and things of that nature. You ain't got to worry about anybody, backing into you or blocking you in or anything like that. And for the money, it's definitely worth it for that peace of mind.
If you haven't tried Truck Parking Club, you have nothing to lose. You're gonna pay for parking anyway, most likely. Just get on their website, download the app. It's seamless. It's click, 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 and you got your park spot reserved, and then you're not on the on-ramp or the off-ramp.
I think it's excellent. I think it's great for the drivers. I just parked mine about a year ago, but I'm still in the truck and seal. I'm doing diesel mobile work now. I still know a lot of the guys, and I can honestly say in the Baltimore area, it's not too many places to park. And I think what you guys are doing is a big help for the American truckers, having somewhere to park with the app and whatnot.
Great, it was clean, wasn't crowded.
Awesome, man.
We've used you guys pretty much all over the country. And had zero complaints. Yeah, everything's worked as it should. We use the app, and it shows right up.
Every time you book a spot with them, you get detailed instructions, whether it's a gate code, in and out, where you can park, what are the Truck Parking Club areas. Here it was go in this entrance of the parking lot. This is the area of the parking lot where the trucks go. simple, easy to use, 24/7. I've shown up at the locations midnight, 2 a.m. before, and it's just in and out. You don't have to like worry, like, is it going to be closed? Is it going to be like complicated? Nope. Go in this way, do this. Easy to use, in and out.
Over the road occasionally when we find that there's no truck parking available. I mean, you can see by the map back here. I mean, they're pretty much everywhere. So we've been able to find secure parking. You know, when we had a female driver who wasn't comfortable parking on the side of the road or a rest area, we allowed her to access truckparking.com lots out in the Midwest to make sure she was safe and secure.
We just bought 3 trucks. We had them parked at a friend of ours' lot, and his neighbors were getting really upset because there were 3 trucks in his yard. I just went online and asked AI where's the closest parking. It gave me this app. I opened the app and followed the instructions. Got 3 spots in about 2 minutes, and
super simple. You always know it's going to be safe, secure, and great. 100% useful app. Use it all the time. Peace of mind.
They bailed me out. I mean, usually when I know I'm going to leave the truck for more than a week and we're going out of town on vacation, truck parking is normally my go-to place for lots and stuff. Yeah, because they're always so secure. There's usually a door, a secured gate and stuff to get in and out of access and stuff. And so, yeah, it's been great. I use them all the time.
It's made it to where I can get on the app or the website and find a spot to park. Somewhere near where I'm at, so I'm not parking on the side of the highway or side of the road. It worked out really, really well.
Everything's been pretty straightforward and easy.
Worked out great.
Like I said, I wish this happened 10, 20 years ago.
But most important is a safe place to park my truck, you know?
Yeah, it's saved me plenty of times. I use it as often as I can.
The app's easy to use, and I couldn't say anything better about it. And then storage for my truck as well.
I like quiet spots, man. I like to be somewhere off the road where it's quiet. That's what I look for so I can get my rest in. Because you don't want to be parked on a shoulder and you drive every night. You look at the rest areas, trucks out both sides on the interstate. You don't get good rest that way. So for me, I like to have a nice, quiet, safe spot guaranteed when I go to looking. And that's just it's an option. Like I've always said, it's just another tool in your tool belt to get you through the day safely.
Well worth it, guys. Check it out.
Better than parking out on the streets or anything else. So y'all's deal is really, I'm impressed. I really am, because that would save a lot of accidents and a lot more safer for people.
Well, that'd be cool, because you can find a word now to parking, and I don't mind paying for parking. I don't want my truck to a tight spot.
I've got my trucking club.
Yeah.
This is the time for me to put it to work.
There we go.
And we found a place, and we got to drop our trailer, and we just drove around Las Vegas in our semi. It was very fun. It was nice. But he uses it a lot to look up things, because there's not very many parking spaces anywhere. And if there is, you have to pay for them.
Sure. Awesome. Technology is moving in many different ways. And this just shows another way that, technology is moving forward. You guys are using it, implementing it.
Now, one thing I really like is after I park somewhere, you send me an email or a request for, to give you feedback, and then you give me money back on my account. That helps for the next time I park there. So you guys, I believe in it, and I think you guys have a really great deal going.
I was talking about how the truck parking club, how they took me in, how they supported me. Went to the location up there in Wisconsin and Sturtevant, and we went through the process, registered and got in and parked. And once we knew how everything operated, we fell in love with it.
Now, thanks to truck parking clubs, we have parking anywhere and everywhere.
I got on the internet looking for parking, came across you guys, and this works perfect for me because I got a house 6 miles from here, vacation spot, and I love it. It's safe, secure, nobody's messed with my equipment, and it's great. People are awesome to deal with on the telephone. It's easy to book on the app.
So it's first and foremost, what I want to say is very, very convenient, user-friendly, easy to use, and we use 24/7. And anytime we have an extra day for the load, or we have a driver going home, we always use Truck Parking Club.
Well, it's new across the street from a major truck stop, and we're just looking for a place where we weren't going to get bumped into by another truck driver. You know, it's nice, quiet. We needed a secure lot for the cargo that we're hauling. They got 24-hour security. They got bathrooms and showers and free Wi-Fi. And overall, it's just a really nice environment here. Everybody's been very welcoming.
I do have friends that are out there driving over the road, and I think I'm going to give one to my friend and let him know and probably help him a lot better.
Pay for the parking for all my drivers, and anytime that they need it, they know Truck Parking Club. They have the app downloaded, and we get it done so they can sleep well and be good drivers.
All the time. I use them all the time, at least once a week, at minimum.
Used it 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
down
did
in
you?
Indiana. I was watching real time, 18 spots at the rest area down the road.
So you knew you was going to be able to have real good experiences. I know it's a safe lot all the time, and I know I always have parking.
100%. It was very cost effective. Half the price of staying at a truck stop for a long weekend.
Yeah.
And it's secured, locked in. I don't have to worry about it getting backed into or stolen.
Download the app, that way I can get to parking and there you go, look into it and be safer, you know?
Absolutely. It's very easy. You guys have the app on the phone. You can use that, or your website is very user-friendly. We're able to set up an account with Truck Parking Club where it stores all of our truck information in it. Yes, sir. So when we're booking on the fly, it's real quick. Yes. It's very user-friendly. I highly recommend Truck Parking Club. Especially, you know, like I was saying to you earlier, you know, if you're not in the truck stop by like 6 p.m., usually 7 the latest, or if you don't reserve a spot and pay $20, $30, whatever it is, at TAs or pilots, you're not going to find a spot. Yeah. So with you guys, you utilize people's lots or whatever, and it just helps us really a lot.
I heard about Truck Parking Club from Talk CDL podcast, and it kind of saved me a couple times when I was up in the East Coast in Pennsylvania, Virginia, and I'm like, you know what? I'll feel much better giving my money to a landowner, private resident who wants to actually host truckers, and they build up a private gated fence, throw out some restrooms or even some laundry rooms. Truck Parking Club saved me a couple times out on the East Coast and definitely a handful of times out on the West Coast. I can't recommend it enough.
I like the Truck Parking Club because even if I reserve a spot at any one of the other truck stops, we ran into a problem when we get there about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Someone's in your parking space and they don't have personnel to run them out your parking space. So with the Truck Parking Club, I haven't ran into that problem yet.
Something drivers, it's worth paying for the parking versus parking on the shoulder, getting hit and having to pay a big fine. So it's well worth it.
And I'm using, I mean, because it's good to have some place to park. Yeah. You know?
I was here 10 years ago.
A few months?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. It's very convenient. Very
Truck Parking Club has taken the biggest problem in trucking, and they've done something about it.
So listen, you guys on Waze, Google Maps, Trucker Path, just stop. Just download Truck Parking Club. It's the easiest app to find parking. You save money, save time. You might see an empty lot. You might think you can't park in there. Go on Trucker Parking. I bet you it's there. I love Truck Parking Club.
Especially when it comes to them late nights, you ain't got nowhere to park. There's always a Truck Parking Club, especially with all the new locations. It's great.
When you look at them, it'll tell you all the amenities. It'll tell you if it's safe gated, if there's lights, if there's a bathroom, which that's always handy. Different restaurants, Uber, be it whatever. It tells you all that, and it gives you a picture of where it is. Super simple. Throw in your little card, bang it right out. There you go.
So this app is going to be a definite use that I'm going to be using moving forward.
The Truck Parking Club has made parking way much easier.
There's a lot of areas that does not have enough truck parking, that there is no truck parking places like y'all got.
Truck Parking Club has helped out entirely a whole lot with different parking situations that I found in on hand. So I've actually used truck parking a whole lot now. Especially with me coming home, you don't have to worry about your truck being towed and stuff like that. It's always security lighted areas. So thank you to Truck Parking Club for that.
Hey, guess what? We'll go to Truck Parking Club. Hit the little app. Truck parking near me. Bam, here it is.
I do love Truck Parking Club. I wish there were more areas
They do come in handy, and I use them whenever possible.
I am glad to be a part and be able to find truck parking at reasonable rates. Thank you.
Well, first I want to thank you for this great app that been helping drivers all over United States to find parking spots.
I love what you're doing, and
No booting, no towing. That's a handy feature.
I do appreciate the truck parking club that's having a safe location near where I live at. I wish there was a few more out there on my routes because I am a regional driver.
And see, I love telling people about it. And like I pay for them a spot because until someone tells them about it, or if they just find a TikTok or something, they don't know nothing about truck parking club. So
sometimes it's nice to be able to have a space where you can park and you don't have to try to squeeze in between two trucks, you know, when you're fairly new. I know a lot of people that have used truck parking club now because it's a little bit more secluded for them to be able to make sure they have a spot so they don't have to stress about parking.
But thankfully for the advent of truck parking club, it hasn't been I haven't needed an on-ramp or an off-ramp or anything. So it's been very, very good to me.
So therefore I could use my own hour of my own time to prep and get parked and maybe even find somewhere that's actually nice to go for a walk and take the dogs out.
And I really look forward to continuing to using the service that you guys have provided.
Huge, it would take all of us to kind of vet the people and kind of Google Earth. You know what I mean? Look at if it's legit. So huge time savings, which is money.
Time.
It's super simple. Just you figure out where it is, you punch in directions, you know how to get in, how to get out, where to back in, here's your spot.
And that's why I love yours because yours is more private, and it's like you're not going to have an issue with that, but also that you can drop your trailer. You can go to Walmart, you can go get you something to eat. You ain't got to worry about that with TA.
Every time I go any state and I'm trying to use this app, it's really helping me a lot. It's safe. Most parkings are gated, so thank you so much.
Truck parking club, that would have bailed me out on that one.
It's nice the diversity that you guys have with these lots and where they're at and where they're located, because they're usually really close to like facilities and things like that, like showers, if not already on the same property, along with like some of the flying J's and things like that. So that was really helpful to me.
Ease of use it's scary easy.
I've had nothing but the best experience when it comes to truck parking.
I mean, shout out to Truck Parking Club. Y'all got a lot of areas and places to park.
And they also have a monthly subscription, and they also overview or provide camera security, and even if I need to drop off a trailer.
I'll be using Truck Parking Club coming up for the Thanksgiving holiday as well as the Christmas holiday.
And that's why when I found you guys, it was actually really helpful because I already knew where I was parking. I didn't have to worry about spending an hour finding parking.
Okay. And that's the honest to God truth. I would tell you, because I want to be able to give you the feedback as an opportunity to get better.
Yeah.
Nothing. Pricing, security, not one issue we've had with these yards so far.
I've really come around to them. Really come around. They've bailed me out numerous times. I tell you what, it's gotten me out of a jam more than a few times.
Every location I have been at has been fantastic. I have had no problem parking my trailers or my trucks. So yeah, keep up the good work.
Since being a truck and parking club member, man, it's just been a good thing, man. Plenty of spots. Just been a relief, man. Just a lot more options, a lot more options to park, and I appreciate you guys. Thanks.
It's a great app. Glad I found it. I use it a lot.
I downloaded it, checked it out, and I was able to find parking 7 miles away from my house for $15 a day.
Old location is secured and clean, and yeah, I really enjoy.
I've stayed at 4 different places in the last 3 months, and all 4 places have been exceptional. Safe areas, clean areas, and and just the overall stay was very welcoming and inviting.
Once we found this service, it tremendously helped us, you know, with these on-time delivery, on safety issues, weather issues. It helped us with whatever we needed. It's so quick and convenient.
Like I said, I think the app is extremely user-friendly. It is not glitchy. It works every time I have used it. The locations that I've stayed at all have been fantastic.
Always a good place to park, safe, secure, clean.
I'm not worried when I parking the truck, and yeah, it's super nice.
Big shouts to them, but Lithonia, look up Lithonia if you got to go into Atlanta. There's about 4 different locations. Then there's some other locations in Atlanta. So sure you check out the truckparkingclub.com.
I encourage, other drivers and other driver buddies, to use Truck Parking Club as much as possible. And it's so far it's been very good to me, all in all.
But so far, our experience with this service has been great.
I use it a lot more than I use other places.
I think using Truck Parking Club is one of the benefits, an added benefit to, to park somewhere safe.
Thank you for your help, for your work, and for your support. Yep, check it out.
So far, everything has one good. Had no problem with it. Enjoyed it all the time.
I just end up using the website for the parking. It was excellent. The gentleman that I spoke with, it was excellent. Everything's 100% accurate, transparency. Whatever they say on there, if they have 14 parking spots available, they have 14 parking spots available. Access is granted easily. It's super easy. I would tell everybody, any truckers coming past this website or if you're using the app, always use this company.
Super convenient, gated area, security cameras on the building, and came in, talked to the people that run the place and whatnot.
Been using you guys for a couple of months now. From customer service to everything down the line, everything has been exceptional.
Absolutely. There hasn't been any issue at all. Good. Any issue with any gate codes, with any broken gates, with any lighting, nothing.
I'd like to say that the app is very user-friendly, it is very convenient, and it's a great tool for me as a reefer freight hauler to have Truck Parking Club available to me.
5 stars all the way.
My husband is a trucker, and this is the first time we've used the app. We were setting up a reservation for Christmas time and I had a question, and they were great at giving me help on how to set this up. And the website is pretty easy to use. Just had one question, and he got me my answer. So I believe we're going to be using them again and again.
So I highly recommend the Truck Parking Club for parking your truck, guys. It's really convenient. They have a lot of locations across the country.
I stumbled upon Truck Parking Club. Really was a blessing one night when I found it.
It looks like a great idea. Yeah. Because of a safe place for trucks to park.
Sure. Tell a lot of people you can't miss Truck Parking Club. They got signs all over the world. I pass them up all the time. All you have to do is broaden your mind and try to think of safety as first. I'd rather park somewhere safety than be a fatality for another person's family.
Makes life a heck of a lot easier to get places.
Get some parking, random parking. It's just not your train truck stop either. You got your mom and pop truck stops, your just any parking availability to us truckers. It's handy, and I appreciate it. And these guys are nice too, so that's a bonus.
Use Truck Parking Club all the time, especially Atlanta, just cost benefit wise and convenience. It's better. Like Atlanta, any truck goes there, you know you're going to Petro, you know it's gonna be crowded, you gotta either buy fuel or you gotta spend money there. And then you might do that and it might still be full once you get in there. Like, yeah. And you get the people knocking on your door, whatever, you know, or you spend a little bit less money, go to Truck Parking Club. It's fenced in, it's secure, there's lighting, there's facilities there, easy to use, no one's gonna bother you in and out. Yeah, very convenient, and it just cost-wise makes sense.
Love the Truck Parking Club. We're always down in Houston.
getting some maintenance work done at a Penske. They never have parking for us, so we go on Truck Parking Club. Use the parking down here in Houston all the time. We love it.
Shows you everything.
Well, I like it. Too many times myself and I've had buddies that drive have paid for parking at the big three.
Yep.
You get there at night and all of a sudden the spot's not available. The staff doesn't care.
Yep.
Not my job to worry about that. We're not allowed to go out. We're too short-handed. Police don't care. And now you're out. You either find a place to park, those get tight. By having it reserved, that takes so much stress off you driving. Gives you more peace of mind, so you can now concentrate on being safer on the highway.
And this is fantastic. With the shortage of truck parking the way we have now, it's just unbelievable.
It was great. It was like easy to get to, and there was parking. I mean,
Truck
That
parking
will help us a lot.
Thank y'all for having this.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
I went with truck parking. I made my reservation on the app. Done in seconds.
It's a very nice setup. I really enjoy it. You know, your easy way to find parking on the app, and that I get emails constantly from you guys letting me know that you guys opened up more spots in the U.S. So, yeah, you can always find parking with you guys.
Can stay there. Yeah, I'm willing to pay a little bit for it. We're out here making decent money. You got to pay for a spot that's safe. I mean, you got to pay for that stuff. To me, it's worth it, especially when you know you're working with good people that are there to support you, that are watching your back.
Convenient, especially in spots of Texas where there's no parking. It's very convenient. You don't have to drive out the way 30 minutes from your house to park. You just can pull up right, basically in your neighborhood and park.
Love it. It's a great thing, a really great thing.
Yes, you guys actually saved us in a bind in Orlando.
Yeah.
We couldn't find a parking, and we needed to park a 53-footer. So
Dang, there
that's
you go.
actually how we got introduced to you guys, and it's been a pleasure ever since.
Cool, man. Especially with the time saving and everything. That's very important for us.
Checked every truck stop from Cincinnati to here when I started hitting that 2-3 hour mark. And right down here at the stop sign, I noticed that on Trucker Path there's a parking area. Turned out it was one of your locations, Truck Parking Club. So I pulled in here, there was room, paid the fee, and was able to stay tonight and not have to worry about running out of time. And I found out about Truck Parking Club, one, from going to shows over the years, and then I became friends with one of the people that's affiliated with you, and he told me about it and your mission. And when I can afford it, I'm going to stay here.
Moving pretty good. Things are getting better, and it's getting a little bit easier to find parking on the road now, thanks to you guys.
When I see people, doing what you guys do, get an app, I can find parking. I love it.
So guys, I've been telling you about truck parking. I said, they're everywhere, you know what I mean? So I said, you know what, why don't y'all pull it up and see what you can find? Found somebody immediately had truck parking through y'all and was able to get that driver. You guys are really making it easy for drivers to get out there and be able to park and stuff like that. So it's absolutely wonderful that y'all are providing this service for the drivers out there.
Truck Parking Club, man. Truck Parking Club. Get you some parking.
I was coming through there and I needed a spot, and I didn't have enough to make it on down to Glendale, so I seen that on the app.
Oh, absolutely. That's the biggest problem. You got to plan the whole day around where you're going to park that night and hope you can fit somewhere, and this would be a huge help.
Because I tell you, out there, the parking out there is just ridiculous. These guys have been a lifesaver, especially on the East Coast.
I've never been bothered at a truck parking club place ever.
What I like about the truck parking club is you can find them anywhere.
Yeah.
You pull your app up, wherever you are at, literally, it'll tell you where to park, what the amenities are, what it offers. That's what I love. And most of these other apps, they don't tell you what's around.
Yeah.
Your app sets that apart.
Great service.
It's the cheapest route if you want consistent, reliable parking. It's really worked out for me so far.
Truck Parking Club, stuff like that is coming along and trying to help us out a little bit.
I highly recommend these guys.
Appreciate you, man.
You're a trucker and you need parking, and you're near Ringgold, Georgia, stop here at truckparkingclub.com and ask for Tracy, and she will take care of you just as good as she took care of me, because she's my angel and she's a blessing. And truckparking.com can be a blessing for you. Make sure you stop on through.
So he looks on there and it tells him how many trucks are there. It tells a lot of people put on there if it's nasty or clean, and it's just very helpful.
I found Truck Parking Club when I needed to park my truck and go home.
Yeah.
And ever since, I've found great parking.
Yeah.
If I get to an area or a city where there's no parking, or I'll go find a nice secure spot through your app, and it works out great.
The locations that you have work really great for our fleet.
Yeah, this has been a lifesaver for me.
And everything's always been good.
There's not a lot in the filter on there, so I can look and go, okay, we need secured parking, we need a bathroom, we need whatever we need.
So I am so glad I found them, because those people were giving me a hassle to get in and to get out.
I'd rather, spend the money for the Truck Parking Club and have that peace of mind.
It really does. And it makes it a lot nicer, a lot user-friendly, a lot better for me as a driver, knowing that, okay, I'm secured here and my truck and trailer will be.
Doing really, really good stuff.
You get in congested areas, it's hard to find parking. You just get on the app and gives you directions, and it works really well.
Absolutely phenomenal. Best service ever.
Hey.
It was needed. It was needed.
It was pretty easy. I just called up and they helped me find a spot.
In Kentucky, right down the road from where we're at right now, and got a good night's sleep. I didn't have anything to worry about.
I got a good story last week. Got a delivery in downtown Chicago, basically. As you know, all the truck stops in town, they're overcrowded. The other ones, they're out of town. So it's going to be in the morning with rush hour. You're going to be driving a half an hour into town. Or you can park with Truck Parking Club like I did. I was 5 minutes away from my receiver. In the morning, got it in quick before everyone else. Didn't hit any traffic, so. And it was secure, fenced in, good lot, lights.
Truck parking, it's easy access. It's never have issues with getting on the app and doing anything. It's clean, and I have no issues with it.
It was just super easy, super simple. I don't know if I would change anything about it.
Multiple times up at Mount Eagle, Tennessee, and then in Memphis, Tennessee, where there's no parking. Anybody that drives a truck knows there's no parking in Memphis, and Truck Parking Club having their spots there in Memphis helped me have a place to park that night so I get a good night's sleep.
Well, the few times I've used y'all, it's been where I've been going across country, and it come in real handy where I couldn't get in a truck stop and they'd be full, and all I'd go is look up on the app, find a location, and it'd be real cheap. I'd rather pay $15 or $20 a night as opposed to sitting on an on-ramp where I get a chance of possibly getting run into or getting messed with by the state police.
Then, the day that I showed up, I was able to access with the code they sent me. That night, I went back in, no issues. The next day, I went in very early in the morning, no issues. True 24-hour access.
It's a fact that 99% of the time when I go to look for parking, they're the only ones that have the parking. I think the most I've ever spent out there is like $15 a night. And it's a lot cheaper than a lot of these pilots and stuff like that where they're 20, 25, 30 bucks a pop, especially on the East Coast.
Seamless process. I got the app. It'll tell you where you're at, where you figure out where you want to park. Then you can use your whole 11-hour drive time.
It came in handy at the one time when I really did need it.
Really easy, seamless, and took care of what I needed.
So to find a place like yours that's, your chances of not getting hit are a lot better.
I love Truck Parking Club. Every time one of my drivers needs to park my truck, it's the safest place for me. Have cameras, security codes. My truck never broke down, never had any problems with this park.
I have used it, and I can honestly say that probably at least 10 times you guys have saved my butt.
Must admit that they are for truckers, like they say. They are for truckers.
Well, I was Googling hotels with truck parking, and I just happened to stumble across truckparkingclub.com. So I checked into it and registered, and the first place I stayed was just north of LA.
Hard parking there. Hard to find parking there.
Yeah, it definitely is. We were there for an event, and I rented the lot for a whole week. It was secure, fenced in, security guards. It was great.
It's been a lifesaver. It's much safer than parking on a ramp or risking getting towed or booted at a random Walmart or something.
Sure.
And we all know the truck stops fill up by 6 p.m. So if you're on the East Coast, it's a bad news.
Yeah, absolutely.
Actually, they seem to be very happy about it.
Yeah.
And they say it's one of the things that sets
my little company apart from a lot of the other big companies.
Oh,
is
yeah.
that they feel that I truly care, and I really do truly care about them being safe and,
Yeah, you take
and
care of
being
them.
prepared to drive the next day as well.
What a great idea. We've got a solution, guys.
They help me out, you know. When I call them and I go, hey, I'm about to book this place, I didn't hear before, and they give me a hard time, and you're not allowed to come 24 hours. The person that I spoke to said, don't worry about it, you're in 24 hours. We went over the specs, and lo and behold, 24-hour access.
You guys are killing it. I mean, definitely my wife has looked up Truck Parking Club for me for going to shows and everything. We need that secure area, need that place that just you can pick it up on your phone, do what you gotta do, get parked, and don't have to worry about much.
Slam bam, thank you ma'am. Easy breezy,
Yes, it
beautiful.
is.
Right there at the farm show that I was able to park a block away from the farm show all by myself without all the crowds and all that.
Guarantee you'll be satisfied.
We love it.
No problem parking. It was cheap parking, actually. So it was real good.
Using your guys' app and that, the parking was always decent.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't foobarred, it wasn't dirty. If there was facilities on site, they were clean. And it was, the ones that I used were gated.
Yeah.
So I didn't have to worry about people walking off with my truck or walking off with my load. So I could shut down and do a 34 and not have that fear of mind. I got to keep checking the trailer to make sure nobody's in the back of it taking stuff.
Right.
So it just made my life a lot nicer.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Good stuff.
Very, very convenient, especially late at night when I can't find a spot in the truck stop. We're using you people.
Here, I got introduced to you guys, and y'all been doing great for us. Our drivers love the service. It's easy to use from our standpoint and their standpoint, and the facilities and everything that we're able to use with you guys are absolutely top notch.
It's absolutely helping out. We get in spots, little rural spots or areas where there's, all the truck stops are full. So we go right to Truck Parking Club, and it's been a huge help in the crunch time.
But I saw daggone, some of them places cheaper than TA and Pilot. So,
yes, sir.
I mean, and so that's definitely something we're gonna keep in mind. We're definitely gonna join. And
but you're around the same price for something secure and quiet, and and especially like in a big city where you can't find parking. If you're not there by 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock, and even then sometimes you're.
About a year and a half ago, I had to use your app to find me some parking for my trailer so I could go home.
Good weekend.
Thank you for what you guys are doing, giving some of the drivers a little peace of mind. We appreciate it.
We love it. We love it.
Yeah, we've been not only going down and seeing some of your guys' sites, putting those on the internet as well, but just a matter of letting people know the cool places that you can park and the opportunities to park around these major cities without having to fight the truck stops.
I think that'd be awesome because I go out, and especially the East Coast, it's the hardest place to get around by truck parking.
Absolutely.
And if they got guaranteed truck spots, we can sit there, you can reserve a spot. That's awesome.
A little bit all over South Carolina, North Carolina, Tennessee, up in Kentucky.
That my truck's gonna be there, so that is something that's invaluable to me. The guys are great.
Yeah.
Every interaction that I've had so far has been good.
Now we can go East Coast.
Now you can go to the East Coast, he said. We got parking.
Actually, I found you guys on TikTok, and you guys actually have helped me find parking quite a bit.